All right, here's one thing that I see from a lot of vets, amateurs, or people that are just learning to ride, is this position that is probably one of the most dangerous positions and the most ineffective positions in motocross. So Leela here has just been started the last couple of years, had a couple injuries, so he came to me and we've been really working out this position he has, but I see it in a lot of people, so it's not just him. So when he's standing, so stand up for me, was flat-footed, more flat-footed, and everything was done with the knees bending first and the elbows coming down. So I see this so much, and don't try to be Mr. Technique right now, let me show you how you work. So he does this coming into corners, so he's bringing his knees forward, coming into corners, and when he's coming out of corners, going down straightaways, into jumps, into whoops or whatever, he has this knee bending first instead of the hips bending first like you saw in my last video. So where does this come from? You can sit down. Where does this position of knees forward, upper body in the back of the bike's elbows down position come from? Well, that comes from somebody learning to ride a motorcycle that has never been taught, doesn't have any experience. So with motocross, what is there's a lot of consequence to it. So if you're learning to do something that you don't know how to do and there's a massive consequence behind it, what are you going to do? You're going to get your feet settled in the ground, flat-footed, you're going to tuck your butt, you're going to round your back, and you're probably going to hang on very tight, okay? Because you don't know what to do and the consequence is so big. That comes out of fear. That comes out of not knowing, right? You're always focused on the what if, what could, what might happen. The other thing where this comes from is being braced up in areas. One, if you're wearing a neck brace, you can't be in this position. You have to do this to see up. If you're wearing wrist braces, you can't turn your hands out. You got to keep them this way, okay? Whatever is supposed to be moving is supposed to be moving just like the motorcycle. Everything on this motorcycle has to move to its true potential to ride the bike to its true potential. So again, you cannot deny the mechanism on the bike, which is the body, to be braced up and not using what's supposed to be moving, okay? What's supposed to be moving has to be moving, or you're not going to use the body to the ability that it was designed, okay? So that's the second thing. The third thing is becoming fearful in this position of what if, what could, what might happen. So now it's a mental thing, okay? Hoping what happened in the past doesn't happen again, but on the other side of hope is fear. And whenever you put fear in the mind, the body is going to follow. So how do we fix that? Well, one, you learn how to ride the motorcycle with better technique by getting coached by somebody that knows what technique is and by slowing down. The second thing is by taking things off that are limiting the body. That's your choice. I could care less what you think or say. I know it's the truth. And then the third thing is learning how to not allow your mind to control you. Okay? Learning how to feel instead of think. So this position is rampant in our sport, from not knowing how to ride, being inefficient, and riding with a bunch of fear. So to learn how to fix that, well, you need to find somebody that knows what they're talking about, or find who's talking to you right now. Thank you.